Welcome back to the channel. We'll be doing a movie review for the 2017 Alien Covenant, which was a sequel to Prometheus. We were supposed to get a third movie, but we ended up not getting it because this movie didn't make as much money as they were hoping for. But I don't mind this movie at all. I really don't. Like, yeah, it's not as good as Prometheus, but it's definitely better than Alien 3 and Resurrection, in my opinion. Bringing back David, from the end of Prometheus was nice, but the fact that he killed off Shaw at the end of Prometheus, like, dude, did you just not learn your lesson from Alien 3 when you killed off Newt and Hicks? No, we didn't learn nothing from that.
Is this heaven? No. It's Iowa.
And of course, the one big gripe I got about this movie is the CGI xenomorph. At the end, you got the xenomorph, and it's like, come on, guys. They did practical effects in the past. Why are we going CGI? I wasn't big. Like, I don't mind CGI, but if you do it correctly, I wasn't a fan of how it ended. But I really enjoyed the cast. I really enjoyed the acting in this movie. The characters were really nice because this is a whole different. This is like almost back to the original movie where it's kind of like an everyday person. Because these were colonists going to another planet looking for a new life. Start all over again. You got people that want to build houses, gardens, pretty simple stuff. And they're carrying 10,000 other people that are sleeping. So you can really pick out these people and be like, okay, I really like that person. That's definitely who I'm going to be. And seeing Danny McBride as Tennessee, that was different. I wasn't expecting that. Because, he plays all his comedy roles. And I liked him. I really liked how he played a serious tone. And it worked. The whole James Franco thing was really stupid. Like, I used to be a big fan of James Franco. But then the last 5-6 years, he is such a fucking creep. I want nothing to do with James Franco no more. And having him in this is like, man, I wish they would have cut everything out when it comes to James Franco. I think they tried. They definitely cut a couple scenes out. So he's very, very small, very minor. But that right there just throws me off because this movie does not need James Franco. And seeing another Michael Fassbender Walter, that was kind of cool. But then you have that one scene that creeps me out with David and Walter. They're all like, it's talking about the flute. He's like, put your lips on it, suck and blow. And then he tries to kiss him. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, it reminded me of Alien Resurrection when Ripley and she's like trying to have sex with the aliens and she's like, ugh. I felt so uncomfortable during that fucking scene. The opening of this movie, I skip it every single time. I don't understand. You don't want to start your movie off like that. If the first 3 minutes is so awkward, so boring, it's like, why am I, with whole David and his creator Waylon, it's just, man, that I skip every single time. If I can just borrow you guys' time for 20 seconds, this is not a sponsor. This is about children that need our help. These are children that have cancer, leukemia, all the bad stuff, and it's kill. I'm from Iowa. We have a children's hospital, and you watch any of the Iowa football games during the first quarter, we do the Iowa wave to the children in the hospital. They deserve all the stuff, and I just want to say, guys, in the description box below, I have a link for description where you can donate, and that's all I want to say, guys, because I absolutely love Iowa, and I love what they're doing with the Iowa children. So please, if you have money and you want to donate, go to the description box, give it to them. Do not give it to me. My opinion, my favorite actor in this movie was Billy Crudup. I think I said his last name correctly. He's the guy that becomes the leader, and he shows really great acting. I really love his acting in this movie because you can tell he is just torn apart of like trying to be the leader, but also being a friend and a boyfriend or a husband. I'm not sure what it is. And he can tell he is way out of his element, but he is trying his best. And he's a great actor. I really, really enjoy it. I think he was also in that movie Spotlight. He was the one that's covering up for the Vatican and the child. Can't say the word on YouTube. They're going to catch me on it. But I'm catching my drift there. I really enjoy the soundtrack again in this. Because like in Prometheus, that score, which is what he does in that flute, he does that score. Absolutely love it. But that one scene when that girl's talking to David about the cabin in the lake, I love that scene. It's just very humanized. And this is after her boyfriend or husband, after he died, the James Franco character. So she's all sad and depressed. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is not my stuff. And man, you just really want to give the girl a hug. It is very interesting that in this planet, there's so many ways for the alien to get inside of you besides the face hugger. And it's like, okay, like you step on a plant and it goes in your nose or your ear. And it's like, okay, this is all new shit. Like, what are we talking about here? And then we still have more backstory of the engineers with David killing all the engineers on the planet. It's like, can we stop with these engineers? I think the ending really kind of saved this movie. Like, this had a decent fourth act. Because when you thought it was safe, good to go, you go take a shower, have a nice little sex scene. Nope. It is not ending. This is an alien movie. We're having a final fourth act. And that was kind of satisfying. And then at the very end, you got this twist. When you think is David. No, when you think is... Yeah, no. When you think is Walter, but it's actually David. And then puts people to sleep. And then we end up on a cliffhanger where David, pretty much puking out baby xenomorph face huggers. And he has 10,000 colonists. And then that's it. We don't get a follow-up. We're supposed to get a follow-up. I think it was like Alien Awakening. But with this movie, it didn't make that much money. The studio was like, no. And plus at this time, this was, Fox 20th Century. This is right when Disney bought them out. So when Disney took them, they're like, we're not doing it, so. But I thought it was an okay, decent follow-up to Prometheus. It's definitely in the top half. I would say this movie around middle of the whole franchise when it comes to rankings. It's by far not the worst. No. There's a lot of good elements for this movie. It was made well. They put a lot of money into it. But again, the CGI, the xenomorphs, just really, And killing off Shaw, like, I would love if Shaw was in this instead of David. Imagine if that was Shaw that was like almost, when they put up the flare to save him, the first entrance for David. If that was Shaw, I think that would have been amazing. But nope, you gotta kill her off, and the way he killed her off was terrible. But yeah, for a SkyGene score, I'll give this like a 6.7 out of 10. Yeah, I'll give it like a good B-, C+ for a grade score. Yeah, I don't mind it. I could watch it again, but it could have been a lot better. But yeah, just remember at the end of the day, go Hawkeyes.